Hey everybody, C.J. Meenan from Open for Business Ventures. Welcome to Street Startup. It's a show for entrepreneurs who are looking to take the skills and talents they have and apply them in a way that they can be successful entrepreneurs. I'm here today, as always, with my partner Tracey Syphax from the block to the boardroom. Tracy, how are you?
I'm doing just great, CJ, and excited about kicking off this podcast because we're going to bring entrepreneurship from a perspective of CJ's perspective and my perspective, which seems to have worked for us over the past 3 years. So I'm excited, looking forward to bringing this to the audience.
Great. So, folks, we're going to get right to it. We'll have a topic every show. We'll have some guests in the future that we're going to speak to you with. And as always, we've got Jovan, who's keeping us on schedule and keeping us on time. So thank you, Jovan. Folks, today we're going to get right into it. We're going to talk about one of the subjects that we all know about, but maybe we don't talk about all the time, and certainly we don't talk about from an entrepreneurship perspective. That's the underground economy. Right? Tracy, you were just at an event down in Trenton, I believe it was yesterday, hosted by John Harmon and the African American Chamber of Commerce. This was a big topic of conversation at that event. Tell us what some of the insights were.
Some of the insights was, John, of course, is doing this thing, as president of the chamber, talking about business in the African American community. And, one of the guys from the audience got up and he talked about, I know 40, 50 people right now that are in business, but not in business. Meaning they're either selling clothes out of a van on the corner, they're having dinners being sold out of houses. They're making good money. I know folks that are doing, $1,000 to $800 a day selling food out of the back of their house. So he talked about he know those guys, and John challenged them to bring those guys to the chamber. We'll set up a class around entrepreneurship and teach them how to get registered, how to get started in business, so that they can take that business from an underground economy to a mainstream economy. And I thought that was very good.
Excellent. So folks, right out of the chute, one of the things that we know is critical for this underground economy issue is we have so many entrepreneurs, so many talented people who are in the marketplace doing business, but they haven't legalized their business yet. Now, when I say that, I don't just mean that they may be selling products that are illegal or doing illegal things. Part of what I mean by that is that they haven't registered the business, that they haven't taken the steps to bring that business into the legal world of the marketplace. And why is that important? Tracy, you've had a lot of contact with this. Why is it important to get our businesses legal?
Well, if you want to talk about, and we've had this conversation plenty of times, CJ, if you want to talk about building long-term wealth, if you want to talk about having something that's sustainable, because businesses come and go, so having the ability to build something that's on a solid foundation gives them the ability to take what they have, take their talent, their gift on whatever they're doing, bring it mainstream and be able to create long-lasting wealth and create a business or something that lasts in the community. We've been proud to have been a fixture in the business in the community now for 23 years on Martin Luther King Boulevard. And trust me, like any other Martin Luther King Boulevard across the country, we have our challenges, but to have been there and have been a mainstream fixture there for 23 years, just a testament of if you build it on a great foundation, it lasts.
I agree. Great points. So what Tracy's highlighting, folks, is the difference between cash flow and wealth creation. We have a lot of businesses in our communities that are generating cash flow. In other words, money's traveling from one place to the other. But how much real wealth creation is happening? And that's the key to a sustainable business. That's the key to improving your life, improving your family's life, and building strong communities. So, touching on this idea of building strong communities, Tracy, one of the things that you and I talk about everywhere we go is the power of ownership in communities. Speak to that for a little bit.
Well, this is plain and simple. The Bible tells us that we should possess the land. We have opportunities in urban areas, not just in Trenton, not just in North, but urban areas all across this country, to be a part of the economy and be a part of the transformation that is happening in these urban communities. And the only way you're going to be a part of that, CJ, and you know this, is through home ownership. It's through ownership, it's not just home ownership, but through business ownership also. And I really believe that if we begin to create those things in our community, because I talk about it from the block to the boardroom. When I grew up in the 70s, I seen what an African American business owner look like. I see them every day. So having that in our community and being those fixtures in our community, it just goes a long way. But we have to start with ownership.
I agree. Good. So this is it, folks. It brings us back to what we do and what our focus is, which is helping folks develop the skills they need to start a successful business. In other words, the skills of ownership, that power of ownership that we're talking about. What's the skill set you need? What are the tools you need? And how do you actually go about it? That's what the Reentry Ventures course is all about. That's what we teach in all the communities that we go into. So if this is something that's of interest to you, something you want to learn about, check us out at reentryventures.com or ofbv.network or from the block to the boardroom.
Absolutely, at FT2B2TV, from the block to the boardroom. Check us out. Be a part of what we're doing and building ownership and wealth in our communities.
Thanks so much, Tracey. Folks, welcome to Street Startups. We'll see you soon.